So clear and peaceful. Monday morning. Getting ready to head out here in a little bit. But we figured we'd walk down the beach one last time here before we take off. And check some things out. Check out that boat still sitting out there. It was down last night, but it must have been high tide. Must be low right now. But, I mean, that's how far I am out in the water there. She's up ahead. Just looking for some sand dollars again before we head back. Get around and head to West Palm Beach to get some loads. I figured I'd check on the board still, see if there's anything else before we head over and bobtail, but it ain't no big deal. So we'll see, I guess. But yeah, I figured I'd get you out here real quick before we take off and go trucking.
On the show, on the Chad Teagan YouTube channel.
What is going on today? It's Tuesday morning. We are in Cocoa, Florida. How was your night? Long night. Baby got a rash on her legs. I think it might have been from when we were walking yesterday morning on the beach, the water reflection, but she thinks it's from riding. So riding like that, she says, I don't know how the sun got her, but it got her. And boy, was her legs on fire last night and burning. Once we climbed under that blanket, ooh, you could feel that heat. Good thing we had that little fan going. But ran over to West Palm Beach, grabbed a load, ran it up to Jacksonville. Getting ready to head back down to West Palm Beach. I would have liked to make it to Fort Pierce because that's about an hour away, but it was getting close to midnight. I wanted to have a beer, but apparently this place in Cocoa, Florida, this Flying J doesn't sell beer, and I didn't realize that until I got here. It was 11:50 when we went in, and she said, should we go somewhere else? I said, no, everywhere else is closed, or they're going to stop selling at midnight. We don't have enough time, so we just pulled right up here in the front and closed the truck up and kindly fell asleep for a few hours, got up, went to the bathroom, came back out, went back to sleep for a little bit longer, and then woke up this morning. Some gentleman walked over and was like, wow, that thing's badass, dude. And then we got our coffee, and then he come back out and talked to me for a little bit. Then we went in and showered and did our thing, and now we're getting ready to head out. So we should be down there about probably a little after 11, because I'll probably stop in Fort Pierce and grab a splash. That way I can make sure I'm full before we take off, and you know, do that thing, get me another shower at the Flying J or the Loves. I got 3 at the Loves. I've got a half at the Pilot or Flying J, so I need to get that other half or bump that one back up.
How do they give you a half a shower?
Because I only got 49 gallons, remember? I put 200 in, it was 404, and then I was at like 49.4 gallons, and I was at 6.6 gallons off of getting a free shower, so they give me a half, and that's what it is. But you know, we say that's trucking, so we'll see ya when we see ya. Wednesday, hump day, Fort Pierce, Florida. Made her down here last night after delivering our bunkhouse that we ran. I haven't been shooting any of that stuff because it ain't my stuff, and I never usually do when I pull, you know, certain carnival rides and stuff, amusement rides, whatever you want to call them. How's it going so far? Good. Good. Had a little crisis in there this morning. First we got up, the men's restroom was closed. They said it was flooding all over the floor to use a shower, and then I was like, oh no, we should probably sign up because there was nobody in line. And the next thing you know, as soon as we did that, because it said 45 minute wait, it called us, and I'm like, but we did what we need to do. It's a little after 8. We're getting ready to take off, head down, grab one more, and then we're going to take it up to either Callahan Fairgrounds or Jacksonville, some church in Jacksonville, and then we are gonna head to Baldwin so we can do some laundry and stuff, because we didn't make it down here last night in time to do it, and then try to find a load coming back down south so we can be down on the beach for her birthday. She wants to go to a certain beach, so you don't drive a smart car there.
That thing is mangled, boy.
Mangled. Flipped over, somebody probably hit him and rammed him, and bam. Oh man, look at that exit, 284. Palm Coast, the hostess with the mostest. My boy lives over there. Anyways, this, we were in that traffic for probably maybe 5 or 10 minutes because it wasn't on our side and we weren't stopped like this. But not once did we hear anybody come over the horn and say anything about the accident or what was causing the backup or anything. I was kind of shocked. And, little Miss Muffet over there says, why don't you get on the CB and ask what's going on? So I shouted, but I didn't even get no reply or nothing. $1 bag of nuts. Yeah, come on. Funnel. Flagler bleach. I wonder if that's a good bleach. Exit 284. Come on. Yeah, Wednesday, we're popping off here. Going and seeing the hostess with the mostest, the Palm Coast. My boy. There she goes. could be a hippie. Fuck him. Oh, that's still going. Woo! Well, we're down here in Flagler Beach. We ain't shit on the load board, so I told her, I said, we're going to a beach today. There's dudes out there surfing, which is sick. So I got a hold of my buddy, Todd, and asked him about this place, and he's like, yeah, you can park the rig right on the beach for free. It's like, sweet. He says there's no public bathrooms or anything like that, but I got a bucket of water or some water if we need to clean off our feet when we get back in the truck. But there's a pier right over here, and then there's a restaurant right there too, and then there's plenty of little shops and whatnot to go into if we need to use the bathroom. But he don't live too far away, so he'll probably end up coming over sometime. Oh, I'm turning that off. Hopefully your phone is charged up enough. Mine's only at 48%. Son of a bitch.
Waves are pretty.
Yeah, pretty intense. So we'll see. I bet there's a drop off somewhere too. But it's birthday girl right over there. It's her birthday, and she'll cry if she wants to.
You will?
That's
Probably
right.
will.
That's right. Again. Yeah.
Listen, everybody, hit that like button, subscribe. Chad's out here doing it for you and me.
That's what's up.
Take care of this guy. Do the right
America
thing.
moving, buddy. That's what he
Keep
always
America
says to
moving.
me.
It's amazing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Beach day with a birthday girl. Dude down there just caught a baby hammerhead shark down there by the pier. It's pretty cool. Watched him pull it in. There's a fight that it put up, and then it was that little rinky-dink thing. I couldn't believe it. Probably got a 20-pound titch line or something on their mind. Come on.
Sunscreen up here already?
I don't think so, because you had your white shirt on, so you better lube it up. If not, I will. You want me to lube it up?
Yeah, because I hate touching this.
Oh, God. And what's going on, everybody? Friday morning, just out here in the creek in it. Not really, but it's what it is. We are in Ormond Beach, down from Daytona. Went and took the wife to Flagler Beach yesterday for her birthday and hung out over there. My buddy Todd came and visited us, brought me a couple buckies. What? Big shouts to him. And I noticed some problems when we were sleeping and stuff. I'd wake up and the bags would be down, and I thought, what's going on? So we went to God, where we're in McKinley, Florida, and we were doing our laundry in there because the laundry at the Loves in Baldwin was being used by the management to wash towels, so we couldn't wash our stuff there. So we went over to another place, and I heard a leak, and when I came out to grab something, and next thing you know, I felt around on this passenger side bag and it was leaking. So I thought, well, I'm going to end up either replacing it or patching it, and then there's no patching something like this. So I end up finding another one in Jacksonville at a place called TNT. So this guy right here is going to get replaced, so I'm going to jack the cab up so I can get to it a little bit easier, because it's being a pain in the butt right now. So, and for some odd reason, it's super tight on the bottom, which you wouldn't think it was, because this other one has a bunch of plastic threads, it looks like, for the bag. Here's the new one I'm going to put on. This is what it was a off-brand. I think it's Chinese or something. I don't know. I didn't see any Made in America places on here, but when I talked to the guy, he's like, yeah, it might be. So these are all plastic, and that's one thing I'm worried about when I take it off and put it on. So I've got to I'm gonna jack the cab up because it'll be a little bit easier to get to, so I'm not sitting here fighting with the cab in my face. And then I'm gonna swap that out real quick. I thought I had some thread tape somewhere in the truck, but I can't seem to find it. So that's about the only thing I don't have. Worst case scenario, I got to run over to there's a dollar Dollar General right over here I can run over to and grab. But yeah, I just want to take some weight off. So basically got everything out of the truck right now, and I don't want to have to leave it, but it's what it is. Kim's right up there in that room doing some stuff, whatever she wants to. So let's get after this real quick. Well, I got it off real quick. I didn't realize this was a stationary bolt that just spins off, and there's this little clip that was at the top that was a pain in the butt, so I took a flathead and just stuck it under there and kind of twisted it and popped it off. It's just this and then this right here, so it was fairly easy. Now I just got to put this one on. There is a hole right in here. Let me see if I can hook you up somewhere, that way I can show you where exactly this hole was at. So let's see. I just seen it a minute ago. Because I can put my thumb over that. There it is. Right there. Right there's a crack right in there. So that's what was leaking the air. So now I just got to replace this one real quick and throw it on. I'll stick you over here. And I mean, I put these two next to each other, and that's how it should be. So that should be okay. The only thing that's different is that top's a little bit bigger. So we'll see how it goes in there. You know, those bottoms should be the same once that bag inflates. Shove it up in there. It says it was leak tested, so we should be good to go. Okay, that's up in there. And screw that down now. Yeah, I didn't realize that you didn't have to. I was sitting there trying to find the right size, got big chachi out and everything. Okay, so that feels like it's tight. I'm not gonna get it any tighter just by hand. And there's nothing down there to actually like crank it on with, so yeah, that's it. That's as far as it's gonna go. Smash that down some like that. And hopefully this pin on again. Well, it's swapped out, clips on, tight down here, everything's tight up here. Got this to thread in like I needed it to, straight down. So I'm going to jump in the truck real quick and fire it up and let it build air so I can see how this goes. Then I'll lower it down. It's just looking around the truck, make sure everything was okay, you know, things of that nature. Don't want no problem. So just giving it a quick once over since I got the cab up. I did have that blowout on me. It's a complete mess. I'll change that out when I get home, or if we go somewhere to where I can get a chunk. I just didn't want to do it when we was sitting there making our way over, because she was in the chalk and it was raining, and we were in Columbia of all places when that probably from the rain and stuff. So I'm just, it's what it is. I don't really care. It's, yeah, it leaks a little bit, but what can you do when you're pouring down rain and stuff? So I'm gonna jack it down and fire it up, and then I'll bring you back here in a minute. Here we go. I was standing on that bag after I started the truck just to see if it would fill up, and it wasn't blowing up like that. But seems to be okay now. Leaks or anything, that way I can hear it, the engine going, you know what I mean? See what our PSI is over here. Seems to be alright, but we'll see. I always like being down in Florida. It's nice and warm. Truck fires up real easy, you know what I'm talking about. So PSI. 90. Good enough. I'll wait till it kicks over. I'll be right back. All right, so we just kicked over the 120 PSI, and I don't hear no air leaks whatsoever. And it did fill up like it was supposed to, so that's good. Stick my hand up here, check. I don't feel nothing. So I'm talking about success. So now we got 2 airbags properly working, and now all I gotta do is load all my shit back up because I got shit all over the place. And I lost my oil nozzle, filled up in, well, I topped it off in God, where was I at? I think I put some in Fort Pierce, and I must have thrown my thing away or left it on the box, and next thing you know, it flew off down the road somewhere. So that's trucking though. I do have a couple of those not reusable, but paper ones. I've got 2 left, so should be all right. I just put some oil in yesterday too. I've got 2 of these, which I'll probably stop and pick up an actual fill tube. That way I have one. I've got a bunch of shit, a blue light, thermostat, a parallel switch in there, a bunch of other shit. I need to get the spring for this because it's flopping open, but also I've got that little bungee strap right there holding it on to keep it, and that's why that door flaps open, but that's trucking. So now just to start to load this crap back up and go check on my wife, see how she's doing. Yeah, I don't know where that thing went. It was in here, and then next thing you know, it wasn't. So whatever, I guess. Thank God that's fixed. I was worried about that, and was able to find one for 55 bucks. International dealership. Navstar wanted 121 for that, which was kind of ridiculous because you can get 2 on Amazon for $77, and then that one that I'd seen, but I wasn't sure where there was an Amazon hub I could go and pick one up at. So I was able to make some phone calls and get one. Fleet Pride had one in Savannah. Kenworth could get one from Atlanta, but it would be the next day. It had to be ordered by 10, but we got that one for 55 bucks, so we're good to go now. We're gonna be rolling here, figure something out. It's about 8 o'clock probably now. Start looking for a load or something, get us out of here. If not, we'll be here for the weekend. Not here, but somewhere in Florida. Oh man, what is going on? We're back. We are down at Ormond Beach again. Came back down here. There's this little place called the Sun Deck Motel, and it's an older place, but it's actually extremely nice and clean, comfortable, efficient, extremely efficient. I mean, you could live in this place for a week if you needed to, no problem, because there's a full-size fridge. There is all this stuff, coffee right here. Bam. Of course, that's missing some Miller Lite, but there's a whole thing up here full of ice, just ready to cool your stuff down if you need to take some things down to the beach. You got some cooler here. Right out the window, you got the sun deck, obviously. Little mirror there, TV wide, and then look out there. Just look right out there. Bam, that's the ocean, and this is all nice and flat, and not going to completely trash me like yesterday, even though I am sunburnt on this shoulder. But we'll either keep this on or get something there. We got some Honda I'll probably be sitting under. We do have a little campy pop-up, whatever you call it, umbrella. So it's all good. We're getting ready to walk across the street because there's a Publix right across the street, a Beals, and a little shopping plaza center type deal. And let's go outside real quick and I'll show you where we're at. They were first concerned about the parking situation for the truck. I figured I could have got it down there, no problem, which I could have, and then it wouldn't have been a bother. But they wanted me to park down there because they were worried about if I was next to somebody being able to get out, but there's plenty of room, and I'm a professional. So yeah, I could easily pulled right down there and been no problem. But that's where they wanted it, so that's where I did. They moved a spot for me, that way I could park it there, because they were kind of like, oh, please, they're small. I'm like, dude, that in spot's open, give it to me. But it's all good. We just carried our stuff down here, and that's why they call it the sun deck. So you can see the ocean from about every room. But and we can sit out here and listen to it tonight, go down there at night, wake up first thing in the morning, go down there, watch the sunrise, sit down there all day if we want to, no problems. Not really catching waves down here, even though there are people out on surfboards, but I don't see much going on for that. I mean, they're really not that big. They ripple out there, but then how much are you actually riding in? You know, yeah, that guy paddled in for nothing. Is he gonna do this one? There he goes, he's paddling. You probably can't see him because he's out too far, but oh, and it just rippled off, just petered off. But yeah, you can walk literally out to where they're crashing. There's people out there, there's ladies out there when we first walked in, because there's public parking right down there. So when we walked over, we parked over there, then we walked down here and went in and talked to them before, you know, we just made any financial moves or decisions, because I wanted to make sure there was rooms, and I wanted to talk to them about the parking situation before we did anything. So they were cool, and now we're here, so we'll go get some beer, and we got it for tonight and tomorrow night, and then possibly Sunday night if we can't, if I still can't find anything. So she just doesn't understand Florida, you know. Trucking in Florida, you got occasionally you get stuck for a few days, and this is kind of one of those times where we're getting stuck for a few days, and it's not going to be that big of a deal or a bad thing. We were on the other side last weekend, now we're on this side, so we'll make the best of it, and hopefully she enjoys her birthday weekend, because that's exactly what it is. So grab the tripod. I should have grabbed it. Huh? Got some other things too. Looks like a hot air balloon. Looks like the water's dripping